The stretch reflex is one of the most important automatic circuits in the motor system. Understanding it requires following the exact pathway of the signals involved. It begins with the muscle spindle, a specialized sensory receptor embedded within skeletal muscle. Smaller gamma motor neurons innervate these spindle fibers. Some gamma motor neurons are active, even at rest, keeping the spindle fibers slightly taut and continuously primed to detect any stretch. When a tendon is tapped, the underlying muscle stretches briefly. The spindle detects this stretch and immediately fires signals through IA afferent fibers, which travel into the spinal cord via the dorsal root. Inside the spinal cord, these IA fibers directly synapse onto alpha motor neurons in the ventral horn. This is a monosynaptic connection, just one synapse between the sensory fiber and the motor output neuron. The alpha motor neuron fires and sends a signal back out through the ventral root to the muscle, causing a brief contraction. This is the myotactic stretch reflex, the familiar knee jerk or ankle jerk response seen during a clinical examination. Simultaneously, motor neurons of the opposing antagonist muscles are suppressed through reciprocal inhibition. Interneurons within the spinal cord inhibit those antagonist motor neurons while the agonist is being activated. This ensures the movement is smooth and coordinated rather than having two opposing muscle groups fighting each other. The tendon reflex is not simply a curiosity of the physical exam. It is a window into the integrity of the entire lower motor neuron circuit, the sensory afferent limb, and the descending modulation applied to both. In summary, the stretch reflex is a deep tendon muscle stretch or proprioceptive reflex in which rapid muscle stretch activates muscle spindle receptors, sending afferent input to the spinal cord that monosynaptically excites alpha motor neurons to contract the same muscle. Descending corticospinal pathways modulate the gain of this circuit. Its core circuit is therefore muscle spindle 1A afferent, spinal cord, monosynaptic synapse, alpha motor neuron, extrafusal muscle contraction, with gamma motor neurons adjusting intrafusal spindle sensitivity, and additional pathways contributing to clinical abnormalities, such as hyperreflexia and spasticity when descending inhibition is lost. Reflexes help localize neurologic dysfunction. Diminished or absent muscle stretch reflexes suggest peripheral motor unit, neuropathic, motor neuron, neuromuscular junction, or acute spinal shock processes, whereas brisk reflexes, clonus, and spasticity reflect loss of descending inhibitory control and increased excitability of the stretch reflex circuitry. In the next video, we will discuss the inverse stretch reflex, glycine, and descending modulation.